Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. It's time for another meet and greet. It's only been 5 years. Yes, best part of 5 years ago in this very car park, I held my first meet and greet. Some of you might well have been there. If you were, put it in the comments below. I was such a small channel back then. I think I had just over 10,000 subscribers. I'd only been doing YouTube 18 months or so. And I thought it'd be great to meet some of you. And I put out a note on YouTube and I said, look, let's do a meet and greet. We'll meet at Goodwood. It's local to me. We'll have some coffee in the old control tower. There's plenty of parking. That'd be brilliant. And I expected about 15 people to turn up. I had, I don't know, 60 to 80 cars. We filled this car park and I promised everybody that came that I would buy them a coffee, and I ended up spending best part of 120 quid on coffee. But I still look back on that meet and greet as a very special moment for me as a YouTuber. I think it was really when I started to believe that the channel had legs, that I had a community of people watching my stuff. It was great to meet people in person. I had a few other content creators come along, and it was a real day for me. So why haven't I done one since, I hear you cry? Well, I have tried a couple of times. We got clobbered on one when I nearly did one with the B-Road Hunting Club. We got clobbered by COVID. And then the last time I was going to organise one, it just got to the point where it was going to be too big. And at the very last minute, I realised there was potentially, we were going to do it here, there was going to be another car club maybe here, and it was just going to be too many cars. And I got the wobbles and I pulled out of it. And the challenge now is the channel's grown, the community of people following me has grown, and whenever I do a meet and greet, well, basically you need somewhere really big. So that's where my good friends at Hendy Performance came in. Now, earlier this year, I went to the Hendy Performance gathering at Thruxton, a massive, massive venue, loads of parking for loads of cars. And at that meeting, they said, look, we're going to be doing these things called the coffee run, and it would be an amazing opportunity if you wanted to use it to do a meet and greet for your subscribers and come along. It's going to be free to come along. Why don't you use the coffee run? Oh, look, the sun's come out. How beautiful is this? And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So where is it, when is it, and how can you get involved? Well, it's going to be at Thruxton Motor Circuit on Sunday, the 20th of November. And if you want to come along, all you need to do is pre-register. Now, the coffee runs that Hendy Performance are organising are being hosted by Thruxton. There's actually one in October if you wanted to go to that. I can't make the one in October, but the one in November, that's when my meet and greet is. So I'll put a link in the description below and a pinned comment. Click on that link and register. It's not going to cost you anything to come, but you need to register so that we can understand how many cars are coming, because that impacts things like marshalling and where all the cars are going to be parked, that kind of thing. And that's about it, really. Now, I am hoping that as many of you can come as possible. We've got loads of parking. There will be people that are coming on the Hendy Coffee Run that aren't Petrol Ped subscribers, I'm sure, but I want to try and put a couple of displays on. I'm going to try and get all of my cars there. So Lady P, Ruby Roadster will definitely be there. My Hendy Long-Termer will be there, and if I can, I'm going to get the MSRT Ford Ranger there as well. I've had a chat with Brad from SEC Private Members. He's going to bring some cars along, hopefully with some members. And I'm also going to reach out to people who've had their cars on the channel and see if I can get some stars of Petrol Ped to come along. If you have had your car on the channel, I'll put my email in the details below. You've probably got my contact details anyway. Reach out if you can make it, because I would love to have as many stars of Petrol Ped there, and I'm going to put a little area aside. And I might even try and get Mrs. Petrol Ped and the pups to turn up as well. That one's probably the most difficult of all of them, actually. But that's it. I just wanted to do something. The extra bit of motivation, if you like, is I turned 50 this year, and I'm trying to do lots of things to mark my 50th year, well, 51st year if you're being really picky. And a meet and greet is something I've wanted to do ever since my first one, and just always put it off because I've been scared that either too many people will turn up and it becomes a logistical nightmare, or nobody turns up and I end up looking really embarrassed. So hopefully you're going to rock up. Put in the comments below if you're going to make it. I tried to pick a venue a little bit further north Thruxton's ever so easy to get to, you know, from the main arterial links. It's not that far off of the M4, sort of A303 Andover way, if you're not familiar with Thruxton as a circuit. As I said, it's a brilliant venue because there's loads and loads of parking. And as I said, Hendy are helping me out. So make sure you register, and I would love to see you there. I can't promise to buy everybody a coffee this time, but I might do something special for the first 20 or 30 people that turn up. By the way, the last thing to say is it starts, I think, from 9:30 in the morning, although I'll be there earlier, obviously. So I hope to see you on the 20th of November for the meet and greet. It's happening finally, and I cannot wait to see some familiar faces and hopefully put faces to familiar names from the comment section, because that, for me as a YouTuber, you get all of this interaction with you guys, my amazing peddlers, but to physically meet you and say hi and shake your hand is always something very, very special. That's it, that's my announcement. If you enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. If you don't already follow me on social media, be that mainly I use Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I'll put all the handles below. Please follow me on there. I'll put more updates nearer the event. I'm bound to talk about it in my midweek 180 as well. And before anybody says anything, I know Lady P is disgusting, but it's been horribly rainy today, even though the sun is out and it's beautiful now. The roads around here are pretty minging, to be honest. But anyway, I shall see you on the next film, and I will hopefully see you at Thruxton on the 20th of November. See you then, guys. Drive safe.